Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. As always, we are brought to you by Star City Games and sponsored by Carnox Chairs. If you want to be as comfortable as Corey looks with a smile on his face, be sure to use our affiliate link. So when you get your chair, you'll get 10% off. That link is carnox.com/SCG. Easy to remember.
Easy
to get your 10%.
We say it enough. Maybe that's why it's easy for us.
That is true.
Yeah.
But it's also like we're SCG, they're Carnox, so just mash them together. You put in the .coms in the right places, and you're all set.
Yeah, put some slash. Wait, I guess we got to start with //http.www. No.
It is not 1997.
Oh, okay. All right. Just hook up your dial-up internet.
Yeah. Sure nobody's on the phone.
Yeah.
Wait 45 minutes, I don't know, make dinner.
Yeah.
And you'll be right there.
Yeah. Oh, man. I dream of having internet as good as dial-up internet. Oh, that was the days.
Corey's been having some issues.
But we're not having issues here. And what are we going to be playing today? What do you got?
We are moving on to our last format, preparing for the Team Constructed Open here in Richmond this weekend. We are on to Modern. I am playing Amulet Titan. This is sort of the talk of Modern right now. Because Dryad of the Elysian Grove is so powerful in the deck. This has always been a wonky deck, and it keeps getting wonkier. Now we've got a Valak at the Molten Pinnacle that Dryad turns on. We've actually cut Boros Garrison, Slayer Stronghold, and Sunhome because we don't need them.
Is it right?
You
Who
just
knows?
get Hanwur battlements and then find Valakits and kill them, and I guess that works.
Okay,
sometimes when you don't have Dryad, then you can't combo kill them, but you just didn't combo kill nearly as often as people thought.
That's
anyway,
true. That's true.
So you
only got them if somehow they were already at 16 and stuff like that,
And your late game is so good anyway because of Field of the Dead, which we also have, so it just ends up being a little bit more consistent that way. This list comes to us from Edgar Magash, so if you have any beef with it, take it up with him. He's one of the there's 17 Amulet Masters, which is also kind of weird. They're forming a cabal, and they're just they all bide their time. It's only Dilks that plays it every week. The other ones just pick it up on any given weekend. They're like, it's Amulet weekend, I guess.
Yep.
They always crush it. But the deck is...
he's in first in the SCG leaderboard, so, he's crushing it.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff.
The deck is very, very powerful still. Now with the Oko ban, it's sort of the... Everybody always defaults to the deck that was the best before the ban that doesn't get hit by anything. And that's what this is. So it's the default deck. You got to be prepared for it this weekend, and that's why I'm playing it.
I love it. And I'm going to be playing a deck that it hasn't gone away. It is going to be nerfed because we lost Mox Opal and we lost Oko, Thief of Crowns, two cards that were played in this list. And to be honest, I had quite a bit of success with the Urza strategy in the first two opens. Played Teamer Urza, from Team BCW. This is also a Team BCW creation, but it's the mad scientist himself, Eli Cassis, who truly brings almost all the modern brews. And
as long as those brews contain Urza Lord High Artificer.
Exactly. Yeah, that is a very good point. He is on the cutting edge of Urza at all times. This is focusing a lot more on slowing down because Mox Opal was that thing that really put us over the edge. Oko was the way to interact. Now we need to interact and we need to slow stuff down. So we get the resurgence of the combo, which I knew was going to be better because Oko is gone. Turning Thopter Foundry into an Elk is a big problem. So now we're slowing down. We're playing a lot of removal. We're playing Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Death Shadow type stuff, We're playing the Blue Charm. We're playing Cryptic Command. We get Mystic Sanctuary and Whir to look for the combo. Have just one sword, a bunch of Thopter Foundries, Urza to combo off, and just play this game where I'm trying to just go, okay, kill that. I guess I'll play a sword, and then, you're dead. And that's the plan here.
Classic control deck with the combo finish. I don't think any of these cards, if you looked at them individually, would look out of place in an Urza deck. But it's the sheer volume of interactive cards that is new.
It's different to us.
And that is really key, I think a key innovation because, like you said, without Mox Opal, you're just not fast enough to be straight up combo deck. You don't see Goblin Engineer here, which is one of the cards that really ramped up the combo. Does kind of sometimes it would help you grind value with things like Ichor Wellspring. Just kind of weak
Chromatic
cards,
Star, stuff like that. I think it forced you to play bad Magic cards.
But those things were fine when your deck was pretty fast still, when you had Mox Opal. Now, like you said, need to be more interactive. So we've become a lot more of a post-board configuration here with all these interactive cards.
Yeah.
That is going to help in matchups like this. Like, Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions are great. The counterspells are great.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes even more sense when you consider that we're going into an expected metagame where big mana, where Primeval Titan is at the top.
Yeah. And I mean, we got some tools in the sideboard, which we're going to see post-board for this matchup.
Got any Blood Moons?
Unfortunately, we left the teamer skills behind.
We got a spicy one.
But
a new one that's making the rounds.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about those more in details, but I told Ely when we were preparing, he is going to be my teammate in the Modern seat for this weekend at SCG Richmond's. I'm like, Ely, once again, I don't care what you play. Just have a good Amulet matchup. That's all I asked. And he's like, he said in a couple of words, he's just like, "Oh, don't worry, I got you."
Yeah.
So
certainly not more than a couple words.
Oh yeah, he's a man of few words and one strategy in Modern. But you know what? He wins with that strategy.
Don't fix it.
Exactly. So I'm going to be playing first since you've been kind of giving me the business today. All right, let's see what we got. Ew. This hand is heinous.
Agreed. I've got the two, very narrow tutor tokens, both in my opening hand.
Yeah, I have my land that is worse than a Guildgate to start. 3 Urzas. You don't really need a ton of those, so we'll take a mulligan here.
Mystic Sanctuary, very powerful card. Really annoying card when you have it in your opening hand.
Yeah, you never want to draw it. You just want your fetch land to say, do I want to get a land or do I want to put a powerful instant or sorcery on top of my deck?
It's the Blue Dryad Arbor, right? Green decks, they want to just get creatures, so you have this land that you can fetch for.
Except you have to play 2 of these, so you're twice as likely to draw it.
I used to play 2 Dryad Arbors in Elves.
Ooh.
When they started playing Natural Order, you moved up to 2 Arbor.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Which was actually kind of nice, because then when you had one in your hand, you could still Green Sun Zenith for the other one.
Okay. Yeah,
I forgot. The tilting part.
Green Sun Zenith was just insane with that. I forgot about that card. That card was messed up.
Yep.
All right, you got a question for us, Rob? Will we get our mulligans ready?
Yeah, MBUSC wants to know, are there any fringe cards or strategies from Theros Beyond Death that you want to hopefully see play in some format?
In any format or Modern?
Any format.
God, yeah, I was going to say Magic Mirror, but that was the one before, wasn't it?
Yeah. Personally, I am hoping that either Underworld Breach or Inverter of Truth plus Thassa's Oracle is good in Pioneer, but not busted.
And I think we've hit that point. I think that might be one of the decks that I want to bring to Versus on Thursday, because that deck's been popping up.
Yeah, the Inverter Oracle deck is definitely popping up, and it's a nice one. Another sort of like combo control deck, right? A lot of interaction, and then you just have these 2 combo pieces that eventually you just dig through time in their end step and
go off. Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely gonna keep this hand. That's
lucky.
Yeah. What to bottom?
So I'm not keeping this.
Okay.
6 lands packed.
I think I am going to keep, and I'm unsurprisingly going to bottom this, even though we kind of need this land, but this card in your opening hand, not great, so we'll put that to the bottom.
That is a nice one to pitch away.
All right, everyone, let's get some 4 chants in that chat here for Mr. Ross Merriam, and let's get one more question from Rob if you got it.
Do you think E-Tron is still playable?
Was it ever?
Yeah,
no.
that was my answer. Your question presumes that I thought it was playable at any other point.
Well, okay, so I think E-Tron really preyed on a condensed metagame, which Urza with Opals was really defining, but with Oko, that's where it made that deck really bad. So No, I don't. I think the better Tron deck is just natural, good old green Tron that won Barcelona. I think that deck is still good.
Yeah, it's a little weak to Amulet. The Tron deck, the Amulet deck usually lands Primeval Titan a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And then once it does, if you have an Amulet, you get to Ghost Quarter them immediately.
Yeah. And Death Shadow is probably pretty good against it, but
that's a close matchup.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, Tron is so powerful it doesn't have any really glaringly bad matchups except for even Burn's not okay at this point. And
when you have a bunch of Thragtusk and stuff,
In fact, you can even help out if you play a bunch of Ballistas. So you have to sort of pick your battles. On any given weekend, you'll have a bad matchup or two. But no, I've never been a fan of Eldrazi Tron. Always been a medium.
And we lost Lattice. That's one hit that people forget got banned as well. Lattice is gone. I mean, they were playing Karn the Great Creator. So.
Oh God. I guess we've got to keep this on 5.
You got a lovely one?
We gotta keep enough mana to do things. So we gotta put those away.
All right, so we're going to sack. We're going to get our snow-covered Island. Don't worry, we didn't keep an amazing hand or anything. It casts some spells, but that's about it. So we're going to Astrolabe, and then we're going to Bobble and pass to you.
Okay.
Is this why you swore to never play Amulet again, Ross?
Yep. I will bog you.
Bog me? Okay.
You're up.
I'm going to Bobble you.
Yours seems better than mine.
All right, I will draw 2.
Uh-oh. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I will Thoughtseize you.
Like that.
All right.
Titan or take a ramp card.
You have a lot of ramp cards, though. That's the problem.
Taking Amulet is pretty good because then I can't cast the Tribe Scout next turn. So there's a reasonable,
reasonable
because you have counter spells.
case.
I think you could pretty reasonably take this because it buys you a lot of time. I'm not 100% there, but it's definitely a decision.
Amulet does seem like the scariest card here, so yeah, let's take that. Let's take that.
You're at 17.
But unfortunately, I kept a hand with Bobble Astrolabe, and I bought him to Sanctuary, and I did not get a land. Luckily, your EE is not a very good draw, huh?
Yeah, I can see you know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the worst draw of the
Done.
deck. EE used to be okay in this matchup if you had Opal, because sometimes it could just cripple your mana.
Yeah.
And now it's just seems real
No,
bad.
it's not great. All right,
And you do a
well...
land, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not the fairest. Let's go with a
16.
sacrifice. We'll go just get
And
another
fail to
basic
five.
land. Yeah. And now we're not insanely afraid of your hand
It is not
at
very
the
good.
moment, so we're just gonna go like this and pass to you.
Okay, so is the sword in your graveyard? No?
It is not.
Oh, that's unfair. Look at
I've
bog you.
been bogged.
Play Tribe Scout.
Okay.
Maybe that's wrong. Even.
Thinking of just EE in for 2.
Yeah. Because I could get comboed pretty quickly if you draw lands and have the goods. Because I can't, unless I draw an untapped land, I can't EE for 2 next turn and cast it.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I don't think it's going to slow me down by much to just keep this in hand for another turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to play the EE for 2.
Alrighty. Done?
Yeah.
Well, we did not get the land we wanted here, so I will just pass to you. We got to take this nice and slow.
I don't have to be scared of being combo next turn because you can't Urza me.
Yep. Unless I draw Opal. Oh.
Play Azusa.
Lost but seeking. Hasn't resolved it yet.
Do you have rebukes in your deck?
I may.
I thought you just had charms.
You don't know me.
I think I do.
You don't know me. All right, I'll deprive it.
Oh, you have yeah.
I'll deprive that.
Sneaky. Okay, I'll play a Gruul Turf and return the bog.
Okay.
Your graveyard's getting too threatening.
I agree. All right, well, we didn't draw land anyway, so perfect.
Yeah.
Pass to you.
Interesting.
I'm getting so punished for putting this mystical sanctuary on the bottom.
Float a red.
Okay.
Play this.
Sure.
Play Dryad.
Okay.
Bog you.
I will be bogged.
You're up.
All right. Well,
I have a Primeval Titan.
you have a Primeval Titan.
I have 5 mana.
I don't even know if this truly does anything.
It does not.
Because you can just play multiple lands there. Yeah, I don't know if I really need to play anything here.
What are you even going to play?
I got things.
Things.
Okay, we're just gonna untap.
The good things?
Some of the good things. All right, we drew a land, so that's good.
Playing a Sunken Hollow?
You know it.
That seems
The mad scientist Ely plays what he wants, okay?
That seems like a looser greaser.
It was a good draw, though.
Yeah.
Can't say it wasn't.
It's what I wanted. It's what I wanted.
Did you just draw a cavern?
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's what I wanted. I'll name
It's just Christmas over here.
I'll name
for us.
Giant.
Wow.
Giant is what I'll name.
Okay.
I'll tap that one for green, and yeah.
Well, I guess I won't be doing anything to that.
I might just be dead next turn, but I think I definitely have to resolve the Titan while I can.
Okay.
So I get 2 lands. And why don't I get...
Yeah, that was a nice draw.
I mean, I guess all I can do is have you dead next turn, and
Yeah, the amulet would definitely still kill me here.
yeah, it's just have you dead next turn and hope you don't draw land and have Urza plus sword in your hand,
Yep.
because you're definitely dead next turn. Because I can just get Growth Chamber, Valakut here. I've already played 1 land, so I'm going to deal you 6,
Okay.
and then I'll return this, and then I'll play another land, deal you 3,
Okay, I'm at 11.
and then
Or I'm at 9 then. Or I'm at 8.
So I've dealt you 9, and I had was I just I played these last turn, so
Yeah.
I've never had a chance to attack. You have fetched twice this.
Yeah, I think I was at 7. I think I'm down to 8. Is that what you got, Rob?
I have you at 7 because you should be at 16 from 2 fetches and Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I will attack for 2,
All right.
brings you to 5.
All right.
So I guess this now I beat a shock land. So pass the turn. So
I feel like you could have made it possible so you didn't lose this turn, but I think you
Yeah.
gave me a chance.
No.
Because you played a land, you could have got 2.
I only have 1 untapped land.
Oh, yep, that's right.
I needed 2 untapped lands.
All right, well, end step. A whir for 2.
So any non-shock land will unfortunately do me in.
You don't know I have Lonely Sandbar in my deck, do you?
Why do you have a lonely sandbar?
Hey, like I said, it's the mad scientist Ely at work here.
Yeah, he's going deep, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going deep. All right, here we go. We need a land here.
That's how I make sure I don't lose.
Oh, it's unfortunate. You have already done your turn. You've given me the option.
Because you. Oh no, I guess because you. No. Because you had Whir there. If you had Urza plus sword, and I had left myself with Bog in hand,
That doesn't do it.
because you get down to exactly 1 mana.
Well, I'd get a
So if
land.
you're in this Urza sword and you find the land,
No, because then I get the
Oh, yeah, 'cause you got the
construct.
construct,
I would
yeah.
get 2. So,
Yeah,
all right.
so either way, I was dead.
Okay, let's go. Dang it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything right. Look.
Quick, Pithing Needle of Valakut.
Yeah. Pithing Needle disc from being played. All right, well, we lost this game because we put the Sanctuary on bottom when we had a way to draw 3 cards to anticipate we get 1 land. We did not. So, yeah, that got us good. Got him. We have Ben got. All right, so we are going to head to the sideboard here. Get this going between Dimir Control Urza versus Amulet. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back to sideboarding here at Versus Live with Dimir Urza Control against Amulet. From my end, we're taking out some stuff is glaringly obvious. Aether Spellbomb, Nile Spellbomb, and Needle are all quite bad. The others aren't super obvious. Like, they're all situationally pretty good, but we're bringing in so many strong cards in the matchup in the form of Ego for Titan, Aether Gust to get around Cavern, which is a new kind of piece of spicy tech that I actually saw on Twitter from Jonathan Hobbs like last night. I was like, Ely, have you tried this? It sounds awesome. And he was like, ooh.
It is especially good against Summoner's Pact, where you can actually let their pact resolve. They are gleefully finding their Titans, slam it into play. And you're like, okay.
Yep.
What's that?
Gotcha.
It's double time walk at that point.
And then we got Unmoored Eagle to take Cavern of Souls, right? I mean, get that out of there, and then problems are solved. Just kidding. You take Titan, and your world is quite a lot easier. And then we got Dampening Sphere as the one we're target, and then 1 Ashiok. Just Ashiok's good. Ashiok's good in this matchup.
A lot of good disruption. You're taking out cards that normally I would say are pretty good in the matchup.
Yeah.
So it feels like Ely's list is just very over-prepared, which on a weekend like this makes sense.
Yep.
Normally, that's kind of a red flag to me that I need to be sideboarding fewer cards for the matchup and tackle other things. But this weekend, we're expecting quite a bit of Amulet.
Yeah.
The deck is powerful. It should do well. So I think this is a situation where being over-prepared actually makes sense.
And I mean, I'm in second place next to Edgar Magayish, and he's playing with Will, who is tied for me with second. If we're not ready for Amulet here, what are we doing to try to beat the number one team right now?
That is some advanced metagaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Against the people near you on the leaderboard.
Exactly. Well, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're not fighting their leaderboards when they're on the same team. So,
They'll stay the same relative distance. On my side, I'm doing a pretty typical plan from Amulet in that you actually board down on lands. So that list is like 30 in the main deck. Normally you can go down to about 28. Sometimes you go down to 27, but you really try to keep it at 28. So I'm going down 3, up 1. We'll be at that 28 level.
Okay.
Cavern is great. These 3 suck. The Engineered Explosives, I think, was an okay card back when they still had Mox Opal. You could sometimes cripple their mana.
Yeah.
No longer the case, so that one comes out.
I feel like it kind of needed, like in the general populace, of to shut down certain things like Bridge or something like that. But
Bridges, humans, decks, things like that.
Yeah.
It's still a fine singleton. Then we've got 2 ways to kill Damping Sphere. Force of Vigor also good at breaking up the combo.
Okay.
And really, we're trying to, maintain our speed. I've got my disputes in that could help counter different things.
Yep.
Before the ban, you did bring in Dismember in this matchup.
Yeah.
But against this list that isn't playing Emery or Goblin Engineer.
Yep.
There's just not enough targets. And this deck also, frequently you just end the game when Emery enters the battlefield.
Yeah.
So I think Dismember is just not going to do enough, and I want to stay, as focused on my own game plan as I can when they can just end the game on the spot.
And, normally, Emery was just amazing for me, but sheer off the power of being able to, I had so many turns where I got to play like Astrolabe, Mox Opal, a Bobble, and Emery, those draws are insane. Emery did get a lot worse. You don't have to play all these 0 drops to facilitate for Mox Opal now. So I like Ely's decision to step aside from that a little bit and just try to be a control deck that plays one of the best, if not the best creatures in modern Urza Lord High Artificer.
And before, even though they were a little faster, because they were really a straight control deck at that point with Okos and Urzas and everything, didn't really have the combo, you as the Amulet Titan player could just gear up for a long game. Bring in your second Field of the Dead, bring in some good removal in the matchup, a couple counter spells, really trim down on the speed elements of your deck and slow down, and you could play that long game against them. Now, because of the combo, I don't want to play that long game because eventually you're just going to set up and hit the I win button. So I do need to be more focused on ending the game.
Exactly. Nope. Well said. Let's take one question from you, Rob, if you got one before we get on to game number 2.
I think you already did, but if you just want to talk again about the change of taking out the combo element, so taking out the Boros Garrison, Slayer Stronghold, and Sunhome Fortress of the Legion.
Yeah, so it's just with Dryad, you typically just end the game with Valakut now, so you don't really need to go through the whole double strike shenanigans. You still want to be able to haste your Titan because the double trigger is really nice, especially if you're getting up to 6-7 lands and start triggering Field and Valakut. So the haste is still important, and as it turns out, Hanweir Battlements is just a better haste land at that point than Slayer Stronghold because you only need the 1 mana. Then you don't have to play the Boros Garrison. Now we get to play 8 green bounce lands, which is a number I wanted anyway, but you were fighting to find space for the 8th. So it just makes the deck less cleaner to count that element, and it's just no longer very necessary because of the power of Dryad and Valakut.
Makes total sense to me. I played a little bit of Amulet around the time of PT 20 or something. I think that was the big modern event, or maybe there was just an actual modern Pro Tour before the Hogak one. I'm drawing a blank, but whatever. I tested that deck and came to the conclusion that it was just a combo deck that's working a lot harder than it has to, and a little inconsistent because of it. But now we're changing the dynamics of the deck.
Once Upon a Time helped a lot.
Once Upon a Time did help. It was an amazing card for him. So, all right. So I'm going to be on the play. Let's try to see what we got here. This is a nice little Urza hand we're going to keep.
Yeah, just do not have enough lands in this hand. Just the Rot Farm. Maybe Once Upon a Time hits 1, and that's still just not even enough.
Okay.
Any ramp elements.
I like it.
Send that one back.
All right, let's take one more question if you got it, Rob.
Fortunately, I don't at the moment.
You don't? Well, you are first in queue out there. If you want a question answered by Ross Merriam or myself.
Or Rob.
Or Rob, yeah, you can have questions for Rob. Rob's shoes, also can take some questions. They are
nice, clean,
they're stylish.
Sneakers.
Oh yeah,
classic style.
I like it. Very nice. Still doesn't beat mine, but you're getting up there, bud.
literally every piece of footwear I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, above you.
Whoa! Excuse me?
Right at the bottom.
You obviously don't take comfort into your evaluation.
My shoes are quite comfortable, thank you very
So,
much.
Yeah,
Corey,
I'm-
I don't know
sure.
how big into movies you are, but
Pretty
K-Swiss
decent.
has some Matrix edition slides you could get. Those are
Oh,
pretty sick.
no way.
Yeah.
Are they red or blue?
They are green.
Okay. They really missed an opportunity then. Well, you beat me on 5 before. You can do it again, buddy.
Yeah, I literally don't have a Titan or a ramp spell.
Okay.
It's my hand is 5 lands, 2 disputes. Wow, they're like pretty good lands. I've got the Cavern, got a Teleri West that can maybe transmute at some point, but
Yeah.
it's just not gonna do.
All right.
gonna be
All
too slow.
right. Ship that. We'll talk a little bit more about my hand while you're getting ready for that.
I do have some questions, actually. If you
All right. All right.
when you
Now
go
we're past that, Rob. No.
When you
Come
go
on,
to
bring
chat,
them.
they immediately come with like 4.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
no, there's a ton right now.
I love it.
Jan IV, why no Veil of Summer in the Amulet sideboard?
See, I kind of want to take this one because I was having this argument with Ely. I'm going to be teaming with Ely and Shaheen, or Ely and Pete for this one. And I was talking within the team, and Ely's like, the amount of Veils are going to go really down based on Urza being a lot less popular. And I'm like, sure, but that's going to broaden the metagame, and Veil hits both blue and black decks, and there's going to be plenty of that. I thought the Veil numbers were going to go up, but that's not what I'm seeing, and I think it is kind of wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you already have Cavern, which is the most powerful element because it fits so seamlessly into your deck.
Yeah.
For stopping counter spells, you need some number of disputes because it's so good. In matchups like this,
Yeah.
matchups like Storm, that actually helps you like be disruptive, while still accomplishing most of what Veil does.
Yeah.
This is not a deck that really values that card advantage from Veil of Summer. Like drawing an extra card does not matter. All
No.
that matters is resolving
Is the
Titan.
protection, yeah.
And the fact that Mystical Dispute can both buy you time to get to Titan and protect Titan is pretty valuable. And the fact that Cavern of Souls is this tutorable way and like seamless.
Yeah.
You can actually curve out perfectly and still have the answer. You don't have to wait till you have the 7th mana.
Yeah.
Veil of Summer is really, really good against discard spells out of this deck. So if you're expecting a lot of those, then I would look at Veil of Summer.
Yeah.
But it's actually surprisingly low on the hierarchy of anti-counterspell cards for Amulet Titan because Cavern of Souls and Mystical Dispute are so good.
Reasonable. Absolutely reasonable. All right, let's see how your 5 is. I can't let you 2-0 me on a multi 5 here, so let's hope we can get you this time.
This is a functional hand.
Okay.
It's functional-ish. So we're definitely putting back this one. I think that's pretty obvious.
Okay.
It's a second copy of Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
And which one of these I want to put back is the other question. And I kind of think it's keeping this. It just gives me more options.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to go get a snow-covered island.
Yeah. I'm just going to lean towards the card that gives me a few more options.
Okay.
It might bite me if I don't find the right card to enable this, but
Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to start with an Astrolabe.
sure.
And I also have a Bauble, and then I'll pass to you. Drew a nice one there.
I will cast Once Upon a Time.
Yep. Drew a nice one.
Okay. Well, now I feel pretty good.
Okay. Problems have been solved.
Decision. So. Let's take an Azusa
Okay.
and start on
Boros Garrison?
Forest
Oh, okay.
Amulet.
All right. All right. Sounds great.
Garrison not even in the deck.
I'm going to bobble you.
Even paying attention.
Nope. All right. I'm going to draw 2. 1, 2. Okay. We're going to
19.
sack this. Actually, 2, 18.
18.
I sacked twice.
Missed the first fetch. Thank you.
You are welcome. And here, I think I will just play that one of Dampening Sphere. Year to go. It's a good year ago. You like that one?
Has anyone ever told you that you're a jerk?
They haven't. No. Mm-mm.
That's kind of surprising. Let's play Field of the Dead. And
Okay. Okay.
that doesn't go to the graveyard. That's not how that card works.
That is not how Magic works. All right, we're going to play this and pass to you at your upkeep. I'm going to sacrifice.
Am I getting Cryptic? No.
At least that wasn't an Ashiok.
I'm going to whir for 2.
So you're at...
Ashiok on turn 2. That would have been tough. I'm just going to whir for 2 before you have blue mana. And
I just meant the sphere into the Ashiok.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That would have been good. Okay, we'll get a Thopter Foundry here.
Okay. Let's play Azusa.
Okay.
We've played 1 land, so this will be a second.
Okay.
And this will be a third, and I'm going to return Forest. Am I going to...
Okay.
No, let's just return this. I don't know why.
Played and returned it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have even showed it to you.
Love it.
I want to keep that in my hand because with the Azusa.
Okay, done. All right. We're just gonna go with a.
Now, if I draw a Titan, I can cast it by just floating 1 with this. Unless
Yeah, I suppose you can. Huh?
Corey's going to be a big meanie and kill my Azusa for some reason.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, you would do exactly that.
All right, I probably would.
It's like the thing you want to do most in this world. It's like that and get some wings with ranch dressing.
There you go.
Those are the top 2 on the list.
You had me at ranch. Okay, I'm gonna play an Astrolabe.
Sure.
Draw. Wasn't a great draw. I will just say go.
Play this.
Okay.
Turn here. Play here.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Yep. Nothing we can do. Okay, we got this. Now, what do we want to do with it? How many cards you got? You got 2? All right. We're going to sacrifice this.
16.
Yep.
Note that I was not attacking with Azusa because Corey could just sack 2 Astrolabes and double block.
That's true. That's true. I'm going to go for an Urza.
I will Mystical Dispute that.
Okay. Unfortunate, but I'll pass to you.
I would like to draw Primeval Titan.
You would? Do I know the 1 card in your hand? No, I don't,
No,
right?
you do not.
Okay. Oops.
The other cool thing about moving away from Boros Garrison is that Hanwar Battlements can actually easily be activated through that. Just Gemstone Mine.
Yeah. Yep. Nope, that's reasonable.
You want to read that one for me?
Unreal.
Read that one?
Unreal.
Okay, now I got to figure out how I want to do this. I got to think. Thinking is hard.
This is just unreal how lucky you are.
So,
Is this going to trick you into playing Amulet again, Ross?
probably. Oh. How do I have to do this? So what I really want to do is make sure I have Pact of Negation in my hand for a follow-up combo, because Corey is pretty willing to just tap out to that Urza when I think a Dispute in my hand is like an easy thing to read me for. And I don't have Dryad, so I'm not going to be able to validate him out super quickly, but I might be able to make a bunch of zombie tokens.
Okay.
And I think I do that thusly. So I'm going to... play this, float a colorless, untap.
Okay.
Let's play this, float a colorless,
Okay.
float a green. Play this, return here. So now I've used all my land drops.
Okay.
Now, use that mana. We'll play Primeval Titan.
Okay.
And we have 5 different lands on the battlefield. And we're going to find...
Zombie time, huh?
I screwed this up. Hold on. Screwed this up. Okay, I can't get... I have to leave this in my hand still. No, but then No. Here's how we do it.
I'm pretty sure you just get a game loss for this.
No.
Whatever you're doing.
Do this twice, get 2 colorless, and just cast a Titan. I need to leave a land drop at the end.
Okay.
That's the key here. That's the key. So I'm not going to have as many zombies. I want to show this because this deck has some tricky lines.
That's for sure.
Okay, now we get Gemstone Mine and Battlements. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're one short.
Okay.
We will make a red and give this haste after they untap.
Sure.
Then we get to attack for 7 and trigger the Titan.
Okay.
And then I will get. So I need to get a blue source, and I need to get another colorless land, and then I'm going to return a Teleria West and still have 2 blue sources, so that'll be fine. So I can get basically any land I want, right? But I need to get a blue land and a unique land. So I can't get Teleria West and copy Field because then it still won't trigger because I drew both forest instead of forest, no forest. I guess we will just play it. Oh no, that's what we can do. That's perfect. Okay, we'll get Breeding Pool and Vesuva. Where's the Vesuva?
Okay.
So this copies Field, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 uniques.
Okay.
And we have 2 fields, so we get 4 zombies.
Okay.
And these
Checks
are
out.
So Vesuva is Field of the Dead. That's like that.
Okay.
So you take 7, brings you to 9.
Take 7 down to 9. Yep.
Then I float 2 blue, play this, untap, get 2 more zombies.
Okay.
Tap for colorless, transmute this, get Pact of Negation, and now I have Pact with 2 blue lands
Yeah, that should lock it up.
and 6 zombies. Pass it.
That should lock it up. Yep. Nope. I didn't even have it. I just had to jam. I could have held up Deprive instead of going for it, but I figured with 2 cards, my Urza wasn't getting much better. Plus, I don't have a ton of great, just straight word targets past the combo. Like, all I needed was, you were dead that turn if I resolved Urza too.
Yeah. Also, if I dispute my hand and you're just passing with mana up and you're not doing anything, there's no reason for me to jam into you. I can wait till I have 8 mana because I need 8 with the Damping Sphere.
Well, I mean, even with you top decking Titan and having Dispute, even if I left Deprive open, I only had 2. You could Titan with Dispute.
Well, I need 8 mana to do it.
Didn't you have 8?
I might have, but that I think I did.
I think you had exactly 8.
But then I wouldn't have been able to get packed. But I still would have done that.
Yep.
Just made you have it. But yeah, a very complicated line. That's something that
I mean, that's just Amulet.
Yeah.
That's just Amulet. It's just now it's a different puzzle. But, I mean, yeah, you solved it. Getting a counterspell backup. There's really not much I could do.
The key, the key is you want to think over,
Except, let me see what you had one more time.
I had Gemstone Mine and Breeding Pool.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, did you have double blue anymore? Because I know you had Simic Growth Chamber.
West,
but the Growth Chamber doesn't do it. Yeah.
Pool. So the key, I think, if you're trying to play Amulet and you want to figure out those lines, is you want to think about what the end game is. That's what started me is I want to end with a Pact of Negation in my hand because that's how I lose. So once you resolve Titan, you're very far ahead, and you want to be in that mindset of, okay, what can they have to beat me?
Exactly.
And then you from there it's just about knowing the mechanics of your deck.
Yeah.
That comes with practice, but the actual difficult part is to really know exactly what your opponent can have to beat you, what you need to find to counter that.
Yeah, Amulet's about closing doors. It's not it's not about walking through them. It's you shut as many doors as you can, so that it's very unlikely that they can kill you. It's a super small card that can or whatever. Giving yourself a 1-outer or something.
And that's why the combo is not as a huge part of the deck.
Yeah,
the combo sometimes is the way that you shut the door because you don't have a way to stop whatever thing they have that wins the game.
Yeah.
So you just need to end the game quickly. But now you do have Valakut to do that. You do need Dryad for that. But you can set that up with Titan too.
Yeah. Or you have Field if you don't have the Dryad and you want to do that. But
it's not that hard. A lot of the time you chain the Titans, and even that part of the deck has gotten less relevant because of Field. You're actually down to 2 Teleria West. You used to have 3.
Yeah.
Now I can see a lot of games where you end up getting finding your Teleria West for Summoner's Pact, and then just getting Dryad, and then killing them with Valakut.
Yeah.
And that's sort of your combo. Maybe you're not able to do it. I don't think this deck actually turn, it's not going to turn 2 anymore.
Yeah.
But you're still probably going to turn 3 a good number of games.
Yeah, I mean, you maybe can't turn 2 win, but you can still turn 2 Titans, you know? Like
you're not going to lose when you turn 2 Titans.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
All right, well, impressive showing for Amulet. You slapped me up today, so we'll keep the marbles on your side. Let's go ahead and let's take a question before.
We got a lot of time.
We got a little time.
Yeah.
If you got a couple of them.
Big Jim wanted to know, is now another good weekend to play Storm? And I guess in general from that, how willing are you to metagame almost entirely against these big mana decks?
Certainly not willing to metagame entirely against them.
Yeah, because Modern is still very diverse. And now with Oko and Mox Opal being banned, everyone's going to bring out their favorite deck, you know? Like, let's go. Jund might be back, you know? I mean, we're going to see stuff.
Yeah, I agree. One of the things I've noticed, though, is Mono Red Prowess is really popular right now.
Okay.
So that's up there with big mana decks as to what I'm trying to target. Because I thought, like, you know, maybe Infect would be a really good choice because it's good against big mana, but it's so bad against Lava Dart that, like, Mono Red Prowess is sort of like the better Infect deck.
Kind of
in that regard.
It's like just as fast and
Storm a little bit better against the Prowess deck because unlike Burn, they don't play Eidolon. So the fact that Prowess is taking prevalence in the metagame over Burn makes Storm better. I do think Storm is a good choice for this weekend if you're comfortable with it. And I expect all the Storm Bros to be on it as long as they're in the Modern seat.
Sure. The Caleb Shears of the world.
Yeah. See, you really can't overly metagame against a certain deck. Yeah, there's sort of a baseline in Modern. Like you don't want to be playing the super fringy decks that need like an incredibly good metagame to be good.
Yeah.
You want, among the top, 10, 12 decks or so, you want to say which of these decks is the best against big mana.
Yeah, or that you're the most comfortable with, and
all those variables.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to take those decks that have the high baseline power that are still going to be pretty good, even if matchups don't pan out quite as well as you think, or you pin the metagame a little bit wrong.
Yep.
Maybe everybody just shows up with a million Blood Moons and all the Amulet decks are out by day one.
Yeah.
And then you got to figure out how am I winning on day 2.
Yeah, all 3 of these formats are going to bring I don't know what to expect in any of the formats. You'd think I'd at least have a strong idea of like what we're going to expect from one of the formats, but it is just so wide open. This SCG is going to be I'm kind of bummed I'm playing it because the coverage for this tournament was going to be great to watch, so
we're going to have Cedric and Patrick in the coverage booth.
Love it.
Brian and Emma doing that this weekend for y'all.
Nice, kind of a new duo there. Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be great. This is the kind of, I don't often do this, but with this tournament, like I might go back and watch coverage.
Yeah.
That's not of me. I do go back and watch myself because I'm incredibly vain.
Of course.
I might watch other people.
Don't worry, bud. You're not on coverage too often. There's not too many to rewatch there. Let's take one more question, Rob, if you got it.
Yeah. All right. Do you think that there is an Underworld Breach deck hiding in Modern?
Maybe.
Definitely maybe. I feel like Underworld Breach is like a legacy card. Like I saw I did see a mono red like Breach Runaway Steamkin shenanigans deck pop up a little bit.
Cool. It's good with Thought Scour.
Yeah.
Thought Scour.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could definitely see something going on there.
Yeah. Who knows? There's going to be some brewers out there, that's for sure.
I don't think it's the kind of card that you just slap it into Storm and expect it to function like Past in Flames.
Yeah, no.
Storm is built in a very different way, very specific way. I think you want to build your Breach deck from the ground up.
Yeah. Lands first. Good call. All right, Rob, let's thank some subs here. Then we got a couple announcements for the rest of our week, and we'll be heading out.
All right, we got a few subs today.
All right.
First up, Paradise Sal for 2 months. Guy Fieri Ball for 12 months.
Nice.
Disposable Hero for 20 months. Hal 126 for 5 months.
20 months? So many.
That is a lot.
Tesmec 2020 for 22 months.
We hit the 5.
H7U9I subscribed with Prime. And King Limbs 449 for 3 months. So thank you all of our subs.
7 subs.
Subs, and 2 of them for 20 plus months. That might be a record for total number of months.
No kidding.
I believe so, yeah.
No kidding. And yeah, we're getting close. I don't think I've seen 10 since I've been a co-host with you yet, but we're getting pretty close to that 10 subs here. So thank you to everybody for the subs. We really appreciate the support on this channel. Looking forward to Thursday. We really are excited about SCG Richmond, so we're going to take another crack at it, and we're going to kind of bring you maybe the decks that we are specifically specifically thinking about playing. This, with some exceptions, because in the modern seat, I probably would play whatever Ely is playing, and I'm not going to bring the same deck more than likely.
Decks we think are well positioned and are near the top of our list.
Exactly, and
not at the top.
We're going to be soaking in a lot of information, getting ready for this tournament. I'm going into testing mode, even starting tonight to get ready. I'll be in the standard seat, so I'll be bringing you at least the brew that I think I'm going to be playing for standard. And I've been cooking in the lab for this for a while, so I'm pretty excited.
Hyping it up in the BCW chat.
I've been having a nice little 19-0 streak on Arena to boost the confidence. I haven't played it over the weekend because I've been in Jersey, but
you just had 20 and 22, so your 19 doesn't look as good.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, just a 1 as your first digit, as your first placeholder. That's not great. So we're going to be bringing you some more exciting standard, Pioneer, and Modern action coming on Thursday. And don't forget, like we've said before, we got SCG Richmond this weekend, as well as the regional players tours. But that SCG for sure. I don't even know if the other ones are. If they're coverage of the other regional ones.
They're doing coverage of the European one they're definitely doing some coverage of the Japanese one. They're doing Japanese coverage live, and then they're rebroadcasting in English.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm not sure if they're doing just straight coverage of the European one. I would guess they are.
And I would imagine we get to watch all that because that's going to be in quite different time zones. So
time zones. They're starting Friday. Richmond's going to be Saturday.
Yeah.
Our coverage always starts. We start at 10 now, right? This year, that's actually changed.
10 a.m.
Used to 10:30.
All right.
10 a.m. Eastern.
So we got an exciting SCG to be watching this weekend. We're going to be preparing you a little bit more. And I think that's all we got for today. We'll see you Thursday, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time on Versus Live. See you then.